Look over here.
That was good.
We did it! Oh my god.
Bitch, the way I was about to say we did it, Joe.
Not this.
Okay, I'm going to give y'all context for this, actually, before we do the intro. We are filming this, and 30 minutes ago, the announcement was made that Joe Biden was stepping down. So that, that feels very fitting given where we're at currently. So just the context of it all, darlings. But, but yes, hello, bonjour, hi. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series where we are diving into the looks from episode 1 of season 2 of Canada's Drag Race Crave Original Canada versus the World. I'm Logan River. Say something gay. Gay, I am still drinking the same water that I had in the episode recap because hydration is of the essence of all.
I am River, your Brazilian correspondent here on The Cup. And today I just finished my huge cup of coffee, so I need some water to balance that out, girl, because it's hitting.
Yes, God, yes, God. But I know the feeling all too well. Had a lot of coffee this weekend. But yes, so we are diving in to the looks from the premiere of Canada versus the World season 2. So in this episode, Canada's Drag Race Crave Original Canada versus the World. But yeah, so we're going to be diving into the entrance looks and our runway looks from this episode. Before we do, though, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. And make sure to check out the description below, where you can find our audio podcasts, all of our other YouTube channels, as we are a multi-channel network up in the Gigarama today, and always. And our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including usually early access to Look Over Here for the episodes that we're covering. This weekend is weird because it was DragCon. Y'all know the tea. So, that part, and also that part. So, without further ado, we're going to dive in to first the entrances. And we're going to start with Alexis Mateo.
Bam.
Bam.
I want you to come home, Poppy.
Bam.
Period.
This look was not a bam.
Great. I mean,
yeah.
I was getting to it. Yeah. She looks good because, I mean, most of the time she looks good. But
yes.
And this dress is beautiful. It's very well made. It fits right. Like, it is a beautiful look. I just don't get it for this. I know she said, like, her entrance line had something to do with it. Like, oh, Canada, I do. But, like, I don't get the wedding marriage concept for this. But she looks amazing. I mean.
Now, come on now.
Come on. This new illusion works for me.
The way, but here's the thing, the way it's just incorporated in the actual gown itself and there's no like fully exposed like big sections of it, that's what does it for me for sure.
The only skin showing is like her hands and face, so there's not much to like contrast and make the illusion not look like an illusion. So
yeah,
well done.
Yeah, I think Alexis looks good. I think this is definitely one of my lesser favorite entrance looks. I do like the entrance line. Canada, I do. Like, I think that's cute. But overall, it's a simple wedding gown. And that's
I would
about
have
it.
rather seen her like in something inspired by her culture, because I always love to see that.
Right.
And
I
there
would have
is
loved
so
something
much
Puerto
to
Rican,
pull
yeah.
from. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Even if it was like a Puerto Rican, like a traditional Puerto Rican wedding gown, that would have been
sure. That's the tea that I need. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But overall, she does not look bad by any means in the imagination.
No.
So, scores.
85.
I gave her an 80.
Yeah.
Next up, Cheryl.
Shows.
Hey, Shaz.
Okay. I kind of touched on it, but I think first of all, Cheryl looks great. I think she's beautiful. The face, period. I love this color on her. I love this color, period. But on her, like it just beautiful. And I love the color of hair that she chose to pair with this shade of blue. I love the shoes. I love the coordinating nails. That's a nice touch, a nice detail. Mm-hmm. Now, what I don't like, you already know, the nude illusion. I don't like it. And for this, I don't think it was necessary. She could have used some type of tape to kind of tape down the dress. Because this tank kind of thing, it's not working for me. But I do like this look. It's just a little simple for an All-Stars. And a little simple for like a third time coming to the show. She looks great. I just wanted bigger, more opulent, you know.
Yeah, I just wanted something a little bit more elaborate. But I got to be honest, I think this is a very solid entrance for Cheryl. Yeah, for sure. Might be my favorite entrance look she's had, honestly. Like, because I didn't particularly care for her season 1 on UK entrance. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember her entrance on UK versus the World. So
me neither.
So I'm going to say this is my favorite Cheryl entrance of all time. But yeah, the nude illusion is not 100% working for me. From a distance, it works really well, actually.
Yeah.
And I will say I love the bare leg. I love that the UK girls are doing a lot more bare leg.
She looks so good.
I think we're going to see a lot of that from Kitty Scott Claus as well on Global All-Stars. Very excited about that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is good for Cheryl. I'm excited to talk more about how much more excited I am over her fashions later. So, scores.
75.
I also gave her an 80.
Okay, great.
Tynomi Banks.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm torn with this because I like parts of it. And the parts that I like, I really like. But then there's some parts that I don't like, and those are really throwing me off. So start with the good. This hair is amazing. Fabulous. Yes. I love it. I love the color palette that she chose to do like almost all orange and then like some yellow in the hair. I love that. I love this cape. So like neck up, the face also beautiful. I like this cape. I, however, do not like what she's wearing underneath at all. Oh, at all. And I don't like the shoe where like it cuts her off. It's like, I'm going to be very Raven, which controversial, but I'm not a fan of ankle straps as well. They can work. They can work. Sense. Yeah. I mean, it's not always bad, but this is such a thick strap that it just cuts her off in an unnecessary way. And she is not a short queen, but this made her look shorter. I kind of like the bodysuit underneath, like the, with the holes, like the fishnet bodysuit. But the fact that we can see the black and the other orange underneath is really throwing me off. Okay. And I wish she had her neck open a little bit.
Okay. Totally.
She did this with this look for me.
Yeah.
With the neck and then the strap and then the belt in the middle. That was unnecessary. She could have just been cinched. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a bit of a different perspective on this because if you didn't watch our episode recap, I went to DragCon this weekend. And so I got to meet, yes, I sure did. Shut up, you bitch. I got to meet and interview Tynomi in this look. And so I will say the look up close is a lot better. I'm going to be honest.
I'm sure.
I do agree, though, with the black undergarment, because you can also see the black panty. Yeah. And I just kind of wish it was more like a color more similar. I'm not going to say nude, because I don't like nude when it comes to more melanated
just
queens.
put orange
what does that mean?
over it, like
right? Just put a little orange,
orange,
or even something that's closer to her skin tone, because she's got a gorgeous caramel skin tone. So like, I think that could have been something really good as well. I love Tynomi though. I think her fashion is just so fun and flirty. I actually think she was wearing a different shoe when I met her. I didn't clock the ankle strap here. Mm-hmm. But the coat is gorgeous. The bodysuit is rhinestoned to death. There was a lot of the stoning happening, but overall, I thought this was a really good entrance look for Tynomi. Scores.
78.
I gave her an 87. LaFell.
Girl. Stop.
Girl.
Stop it. Bitch. Okay. I want to start with, because I love this. I love every part of this. But I want to start with my favorite, because I just think it's so auntie. I'm not going to say it, but it's so auntie how...
Slunty.
I don't know if it's a boot or if it's like a built-in shoe cover or whatever it is.
I think it's a boot. I think it's a boot cover.
It looks so good. I'm obsessed when the queens do that kind of shoe. Like, it's just so good. It's a small detail that just, for me, makes it all more elevated, because everything else is so much, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of focal points. So I like that the shoe is just like sleek. Mm-hmm. And because she's also like a short queen, it also makes her look even more elongated. Mm-hmm. I love the concept of being like airmail and like the play on words.
Oh, good.
Love this like shawl cape thing that
we wear the crown.
Sorry,
we wear the crown. We put on the shawl.
Yeah, but
sash.
It looks like it's made out of plastic bags, but in the most expensive way. But like, it looks like it's plastic, right?
It looks paper almost, but like good paper. It's giving that like crinkly pom-pom energy, like you would see with like high school cheerleader. Not even high school. No, I'll say like middle school cheerleader.
Right.
Something like that.
I love that she I love that they incorporated the UK flag colors without using the Union Jack, which is like it is nice, but it's so overdone. And like, I like that they had a different approach to this, and that they brought like some of the culture, like I kind of wanted to see on the first episode when it's an international season.
Yeah,
I'm on the fence with the balloons themselves.
Okay.
But I do like the hair like going up, and then like I like the effect that the balloons give to the hair and the little white things that they have. But the balloons themselves, I'm not sure if I like it or not.
Okay.
And what, I don't know if you agree with me, I like how they accessorize this, but I wanted to see like a little diamond choker. Just
a little something on the neck.
A little sparkle on the neck.
You know
like
what?
Very thin.
That would have been the moment where I would have been fine with a very small, like Union Jack kind of trinket.
Maybe.
Like that would have been something
like a Chinese flag, little necklace.
I actually really like it. And what I was going to say about Phil on this episode is I really like that he took both sides of his heritage, and we got to see both of them on this episode, where we got to see the very, very British, because as he said in his Meet the Queens, he's a BBC, British-born Chinese. So I love that we're getting that aspect of, British upbringing here with this look, and then we'll talk about his look later, where it's all, where it's all like the Chinese influences there. For me, I am so obsessed with this. This is my favorite entrance look by far.
Yeah.
I love Phil. I love his drag. I love everything that he does. It's just so like being And when he was talking about, I think it was something to the effect of like being feminine in the most being masculine in the most feminine way.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I'm obsessed. I relate so hard. Like
Yeah.
LaFille is what I want to be. You know,
Yeah.
when people ask like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be LaFille.
Honestly, yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Eight down. Oh.
One of my on a similar note, one of my buddies recently, who is also non-binary, they were told by someone, and I think this is the highest compliment anyone could ever give, is that they were told they served pussy in the most masculine way.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I kind of live for that. I kind of live for that. But no, I love Phil. Every aspect of this is so good. Even the silhouette of the dress with all of these airmail kind of like ribbons around is just...
You know why I'm thinking now? Because this was really smart. Because they know that in this format, they stay behind that screen.
Yeah.
So they wanted to give a silhouette that everyone was going to look and be like, what the... Who is
like,
that?
who the fuck is this? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh, so good.
scores.
Full,
baby.
full.
Where's my LaFille?
Full.
LaFille me
It's
up
LaFille.
with this cup. It's LaFille.
It's LaFille.
It's LaFille. Shout out to LaFille. And Angel. So fucking happy for them. Love them so much. Next up, Kennedy Davenport. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kennedy Davenport! Yes!
Legend, icon, mother. I'm excited to see her this season, period. But this look, let's get into it.
Please.
I love the print.
Print,
Because
yeah.
I'm a maximalist. I love colorful stuff. I like doing too much. I like shit on shit. So yeah. I love this look. One thing though, for me, the one thing is I wish the hat was bigger. This hat is too small.
I wanted all of the proportions to be bigger. That was going to be my number one thing as well. As I wanted the hat to be bigger. I wanted the bell bottom at the bottom of the pantsuit to be a little bit.
I wanted bell bottom
bigger
on the arm.
Yes. Oh, that would have been so good. Giving very Coco Montrese in the mango dress, but the mango jumpsuit. I just want that, but this.
Yes.
That's what I want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And maybe I would like a ring or something because she only has like the earrings. Because I understand it's very a busy print, so I understand she wanted to like have a free neck to kind of like elongate. But I wish she had like a ring or something.
I actually kind of like that the accessorization is a little bit minimalist because of the maximalism you have going on in this print, which this print is so beautiful. I wish more queens would do looks like this on Drag Race because I really love this like maximalist print, minimalist silhouette. Mm-hmm. Like that combination really does something for me in a really nice way. But yeah, I really, really enjoy Kennedy here.
And I kind of wish the hair was different though. Like
I wish the hair was bigger to correspond with it.
Yeah, something, and maybe another color because the background of the print is black, so it kind of gets lost. But yeah.
But Kennedy, I gotta be honest, Kennedy's one of those girls where like she does look good in other colors of hair, but black hair is kind of like her signature, and that's like what we know her to do. So yeah. Scores.
87.
91. Next up, La Kahena.
I love a monochromatic look. And red is one of the best colors to do that because it just pulls focus. Like, even if people don't want to look at you, they're going to because they have no choice. So, and I think she chose the correct hair color for this. For red, like red with brunette hair just always looks good, period. One thing though, I wish the hair was bigger, like fuller. Mm-hmm. From the little bang that she has here, I wish that was bigger and fuller, and the pony as well, like fuller, longer, like the hair is kind of, yeah. But other than that, like I like this garment. And I like the shoes. I especially love the accessories that she chose to wear with this outfit. This one glove with like the shredded fabric is really cool. Mm-hmm. And I love that she has like one the asymmetry of like the one strap, and then the glove is on the other side. Like I like that kind of movement.
And then the ponytail kind of almost makes like a pseudo other strap, like the way that she has it here in this photo. Definitely.
Yeah. I just think the one thing I don't like is her. I like her makeup, but for some reason her eyes look really small in this picture.
They do.
Like overall, yeah.
That is the one thing I will say with Kahena when it comes to her makeup is she does have a very minimalist makeup style, which works for a lot of people. I think it does work for her because her makeup, even in the promo for this season, was different. And on season 1 of France, it was a different makeup. Mm-hmm. It was a little bit more experimental, a little bit more angular and bigger. And we're getting a little bit of that with the line on the chin and kind of some of those geometric sort of things that she has going on.
I just her brows are so small, I think.
Yeah. Did she even have a brow, or was it browless?
Very small. Very small. I can barely, like... There is a brow. I see a brow, but yeah. The rest of the face is great. It's just the eyes are kind of throwing me off, like proportion-wise. And then the fabric in the middle. Like, I just think she could have either have a little bit less fabric around the waist area or cinched a tiny bit more. Like, not too much. Yeah. Just a little bit more on the waist.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, I really like this ensemble from Kahena. I think this is a really strong entrance for her. The little curl in the front with the turban, with the ponytail, I really enjoyed. All the asymmetry of it, I agree with you. I really, really enjoy. The glove looks great. All of the ruching and the kind of like manipulation of the fabric that's going on here, I really like. The middle section, I think, honestly, is just when she's walking. I think it's bunching up because you kind of see that same effect on the side. There's like a ripple on the side. So I think that has something to do with it. So I'm not going to like knock her off particularly for that. But yeah, I think it's a really strong look. I'm really happy to see her coming out in something that she felt very confident in. And I believe, if I remember right, that these are like the colors of the Tunisian flag as well. Because I think it's a red background flag. I believe
it's so. Red and white.
I think so. So, so it feels very, it's red with the moon and the star in white. Yeah. So, so it does give very, it's very on brand. I really would have loved to see more of her fashions on the show. I got to be honest with you, because we just never had a queen quite like her on Drag Race.
Yeah, she has a different perspective.
She's got similar characteristics to some other people. Like I see her as someone similar to like Moon from Drag Race France season 2, or Jota Carajota from Drag Race España, Veziria from Drag Race Italia. Like very like Eastern European, North African, those kinds of influences. We haven't really had any like even someone like Halal Bay from Canada's Drag Race. I feel like I would love to see more North African representation on Drag Race. And I know that's a bit more difficult.
Representation, period. Like
yes, but I would say specifically like Egypt, Tunisia, even going into like Morocco, right. I think would be like those cultures are so fun and like so interesting. So I wish we had a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
On the show. But scores.
81.
I gave her a 94.
Work. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next up, this dumb bitch called Fiercalicious.
I'm obsessed. When I saw this, what I wrote down was iconic. Iconic. Period. Is it a good look? Really, but the nerve is enough for me, girl, because she knows what she's doing. I screamed when I saw this the first time, and then the Wowie bag, so good.
Oh my god!
Like, this bitch is so smart. I love Fierce. I'm excited to see her on my screen again. I mean, I'm not mad at this. Actually, I kind of live, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
The fact that it's the same dress is what does it for me. The fact that it is just straight up the same dress.
Isn't it the same wig as well?
It's the exact same ensemble.
Yeah. Like, this is so.
And I think that's so fun.
She knows exactly what she wants, like what story she wants to tell, and like the character that she wants to be on the show, and it's working.
She understood the assignment here. Now, here's what I'm going to say. Technically speaking, this garment is bad.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Technically speaking, like, if we were seeing this for the first time...
Objectively, yeah.
Objectively speaking, I would probably plead. Like, that's just tea.
Yeah.
But the fact that she had the fucking nerve to do this, like, that... I'm not pleading, obviously. I have a good score for her, but yeah, I'm just like, you dumb bitch.
Yeah. Like, because here's the thing. To me, it's kind of, my opinion on this is the opposite opinion of what I have for Alexis, which is like, Alexis was a good look, but it made no sense for the assignment. And this is a bad look that makes 100% sense with the assignment. So it's kind of...
I also love that Kennedy was so confused by the prolapse dress. But, like,
right?
Everyone else got it, but Kennedy was just like...
What is going on here on this day? Like,
literally very that. Scores.
I'm going to give the same score as I gave Alexis. Like, 85.
I gave Fierce an 81 for the nerve. It's most of that number is the nerve. So
because the thing is, she still looks good. You know,
the mug is good. It's a simple scoochy woochy dress. I ain't too mad at it. But
yeah.
Next up is Eureka.
Oh, like I mentioned in our recap, this hair color is it for Eureka for me. Like,
yes.
This is the one.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say this or like a baby pink, because I love when she wears the baby pink. I like it on her. I think it flatters her, but I'm not really a fan of the baby pink on her, but like this specific shade is so good, and especially this shade of hair color with the color of this outfit is so beautiful. Like I said before, like for Kahena, I love a monochromatic red outfit with a brunette hair, and this is kind of like a not brunette, but like it's kind of an in between of like dark blonde, a little bit of red, like undertones, and a little bit of brown. So it's kind of like in between all of those. Yeah. Her mug is always like she always looks good. I love this fascinator hat and the proportions of it. The big sleeve, the silk glove, the ruching on the skirt. I love that. I'm not sure about the length of the boot or boot cover. I think it's a boot in this case. I think it's just a velvet boot.
Yeah. I'm not sure if maybe I want it to be like either longer or shorter, because this length is a little bit weird for me, but I really like this look overall. I'm not a fan of Eureka, but like I'm not like I gotta be objective. If it's good, it's good, you know? And this is good.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's a very solid look. I'm not mad at this look for Eureka. This might be my favorite of her entrances, honestly. And in that it's the simplest, honestly.
Yeah.
It's simple. I like the headpiece. The hair is good. The proportions are good. The glove and the boot match with a little bit of the red velvet trim at the base. Like, whoever made this for her is very good, and she's modeling it very, very well. So, yeah. Scores.
86.
We can't start doing this again. I also gave her an 86. I also gave her an 86.
Girl.
And last up for our entrance looks is Lemon.
8. I mean, this girl, out of all of her entrances, like, she's just been elevating and elevating.
And the thing that I love the most about Lemon is that all of her entrance looks are so similar, but so completely different with their own points of view. Like, all of them have been this kind of, like, slick back yellow hair that she is known for. This is her signature. And then we got some sort of big, elaborate coat situation with just small waist, big proportions. Like, it just is, it's so on brand.
Yeah. This skirt is incredible.
Oh my God.
Like, the amount of work, like, this garment is so impressive and so well made.
Yes.
Like you said, the proportions are perfect. Her mug, oh my God. The shoe, like, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. The one thing for me is I didn't really like the accessories, like the jewelry that she was wearing, but that's such a small thing. Like, not really, but like, because the rest of the look is like so good, I'm not gonna take that much into consideration. Like, because the rest is just so impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I the mug is always good. I do also wish it was accessorized differently. Like, the accessories felt small given everything that was going on here, and so I just wish, play with the proportions a little bit more in this, but so solid.
Maybe
so
like
wonderful.
A lemon wedge earring.
Ooh, something like that. Yeah.
Something. I wanted. This is the thing that I always want or expect a little from Lemon is like the tiniest bit of camp. Like, one small detail that is like a little camp. And that's what was missing for me for this look. But yeah.
Yeah. There's always a hint of camp with Lemon, and I really appreciate that from her. So scores.
99.
98. And we're going to move into our category, which was Wonders of the World, Very Best Drag. And first up in that category is Miss Fiercalicious.
We get it. Next.
Hey, she didn't know that this was going to be the category on this occasion. I'm not going to fault her. I'm not going to fault her for that because she didn't know she was going to be wearing both prolapse dresses in the same episode, feasibly. So I'm definitely not going to put it, she could have chosen to wear something else. And she did still wear the new elevated version of the prolapse dress. So, like,
she could have saved this for the finale. I don't think this is like a finale.
I don't want this as her finale look for me.
No, but exactly. But it would have been a smart choice just for the fact that she would have started and finished the season with that story. So, like, for that, I would have liked it. But yeah, I agree. This would not be like a finale look. But it would be smarter to place this look there. But yeah, I don't want to see the same reference in the same episode. That's all, because this is a good look. Definitely. But it's just like, okay, what else? Right.
Yeah, no, I think, and I'm not going to put that on her because that's on production, but
yeah.
I actually really like the gown. Objectively speaking, I think the gown is actually really good. I love the hood we've got going on. I love that it's out of this like blue tarp fabric. Like, I think that's such a nice choice that brings it into that camp realm of what the original dress evoked.
Very IKEA bag, right?
Very IKEA bag. Very IKEA tarp kind of gig. Gigorama, if you will. The mug is gorgeous. I love that the prolapses have kind of like expanded. We get them around the gown, bloomed, if you will. Yeah, honestly, I think overall it's pretty damn good from Fierce. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad. I am a little like, ugh.
I don't want to see any more prolapse dress, but I'm fine with it in this situation.
Yeah, like Brooklyn said, I hope this is the last time we see this reference.
Same here. Yeah. Squaws.
82.
92.
Okay.
LaFell.
Let's start with the face. Can we start with the face?
Please, because this one always...
It's always going to look perfection, right? Mm-hmm. And I see people like bitching about the fact that like they're not wearing lashes and like, girl, can we please? Like, please.
His drag is not...
If you don't get it, it's fine, then it's not for you.
Exactly.
Like, period. You don't have to like the fact that they don't wear lashes, but like, then it's like, it's just not for you. You know what I mean? So like, yeah. Anyways, I love this look. Like you mentioned before, Logan, I love the fact that they brought, one of the looks was inspired by their country of birth, and then the other look was like inspired by their heritage. So I do like having, because it's the first episode, right? So we want to know who they are. So I'm excited that they thought of that story. That was a very smart choice. And I actually really enjoyed this look. The silhouette is great. Like I mentioned before, I like that they went like the dragoon. Yeah. I wish the two ponies were fuller and not like that much longer, but like a little bit like more hair, fuller hair, and a tiny bit.
Totally.
Like maybe like up to like the beginning of the shoulder, maybe.
And totally,
like ending there, yeah.
I can see that.
And then the little the yellow feathers for here, I wish it was just more full.
Yeah. It's ostrich feathers, so it looks fuller than it kind of is, or it doesn't look as full as it can be. Because I think it's probably a 1-ply version,
and that's like the most expensive feather, right? So like I get it, or one of the most expensive. I don't know, but like it's an expensive material, so I understand. But I think it would have looked so like more elevated if it was fuller. But that's just nitpicking.
Yeah. No, I feel that for sure. I definitely understand that. Yeah, I think overall, and it's also really, really good for people who may not have seen, season 4 of Drag Race UK, and so may not be fully familiar with Phil and his, drag style. I think that's why we're seeing a lot of I'll say backlash, but it's not really just people being ignorant about the way that. Yeah. The response to Phil has not been what I want it to be, honestly, because I'm just, obviously, big fan of Phil. And I just think his drag is just so... The fact that I'm even saying his drag should tell you everything you need to know about what we're going to get from him on this season. I think the silhouette of this dragon look is so cute. I think it's so great. I do agree with you. I wish it had been like a 2-ply or a 3-ply sort of band of the ostrich feather as the eyelashes, but I really love the effect that the shoulders have. I think it's a really cool effect, and overall, I think they just look so good. So, props to you. I was gonna say mama, but yeah, props to you, mama. Yeah. Scores.
97.
94. Next up on the runway, Tynomi Banks.
This is giving me the most expensive and opulent owl that I've ever seen in my life.
Very
It's giving high fashion owl.
It's giving
in the best way.
It's high fashion black excellence owl.
Period.
Like that's really what it is.
It is like I don't know if the feathers are actually not actually like owls, but like the like owl inspired or like the pattern.
It might be. It might be a naturally harvested kind of feather gig.
And then the hair is also giving out.
I love the reflection of that in the hair. The hair is so good. I think we both agree that the part where the garment just kind of falls apart is the skirt.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. I actually really like the way we have these two panels draped in the front above. So
I like
it gives
the silhouette
illusion
of the skirt. I don't like
the silhouette is good.
The choice of fabric. This fabric does not go with the rest of the outfit for me.
Yeah.
I
wish
like
it
the idea,
was,
but like a different fabric.
Yeah,
maybe a brown velvet would have looked great.
Ooh, okay.
Like
yeah, or like a taffeta or something. I want it to feel a little bit softer because the top is giving very lace, but giving very hard edge and things like that. So I want like a taffeta or something to just add a little bit of softness to the look. Because I think actually the material used here is not bad. I can't tell exactly what it is. It might be a chiffon or might be a silk of some kind. I'm not 100%. It might be silk charmeuse. I honestly don't know. But the unfortunate thing is when she's standing still, it looks great, but it starts bunching when she's walking, which is not the best. And because of the way that the skirt is constructed with the trumpet skirt at the bottom, it's really hard to walk in. So that also just like doesn't help her cause all that much. But overall, I think Tynomi looks gorge.
Yeah. In here, like the accessories that she chose, I love.
Ideal.
I love the like the design of this kind of bolero looking top, right? It kind of looks like here, this part kind of looks like a bolero would look, and then here is like the heart shaped decolletage. It's so beautiful, like the shape that it creates here. It's beautiful to me. I
agree with that.
And she had a I think it was a cat suit, right? Underneath. Like this it continues into a cat suit.
I'm pretty
sure.
So
I don't know if maybe because she could have removed the skirt after seeing that she had problems walking in it, she could have removed the skirt and just went with that. And
unless it's not a bodysuit underneath and it's just the one piece. Because it could just be the one piece.
Well, anyway, I don't know. But the skirt really sabotaged her, girl. The sabotage. Yeah. Oh, and her mug, girl. 8.
So good. Scores.
85.
I gave her an 82. Alexis Mateo.
Girl. The opulence.
Cheryl. I mean...
This color is one of my favorite colors, and it is... it's like royal purple, right? It's like a royalty color. This... It looks expensive. We know it is. Like, the headpiece is beautiful. I love that the pattern on the headpiece is the same pattern and design of the dress. I love that. I do prefer, not that I don't like the circle when she puts up like that circle of feathers. Not that I don't like that, but I prefer the outfit without it. I think it would have been better if instead of having the feathers like come up in that circle behind her, if it was like a long train instead of those feathers. I think that would have been more chic to me. This is so impressive. She looks so good. But yeah, that's the one thing for me.
Because I did really like the effect actually before she brought it up, where it is kind of giving like a little bit of plumage at the back. And I kind of just wish she had gone kind of a little bit more bird with it, obviously, because we've got the feather headpiece, which is obviously fucking phenomenally gorgeous. I would have liked to just leave it as the bustle train, or I wish it had come out in I wish it was wings instead of the circle.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. I just wanted something a little bit different. But this is just... I can't say anything bad about this look because Alexis Mateo just looks so fucking good. Like, I can't... There is nothing bad to say.
Like, anything that we say is just nitpicking and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Besides saying that it should be a train instead of the circle, but...
Right. Scores.
99.
I gave her a 94. Eureka.
Mm-hmm. You want to go first?
Yeah, I was gonna say actually, I'm fine with that because I want to start with the elements that I do like, which is actually everything going on in this top photo here. The mug is so good. I talked a little bit about it in our episode recap, but the difference now for Eureka between this soft Eureka mug and this like very drag kind of angular face. She's bringing her eye makeup into this more like big, wider, angular space. And I'm really, really loving this for her. I don't know whether it's just like a change in makeup style or a change, with her transition. I don't know what the tea is on that, but I think it's a great change and I'm happy to see it. Her face looks, and this is not always the case for all the big girls, because not all of us want this kind of effect. But some big girls want a bit of a slimming effect with their makeup. And there is actually a bit of a slimming effect in the face when it comes to Eureka's makeup. Just the way she's contouring, the way it's bringing everything up. It's elongating her face.
It's kind of doing this.
Yeah,
right?
it's very snatched up, which does bring the eye up, which makes the face look longer. So, great. I love that. And I think the wig is really, really good as well. The crown is very nice as well. And that's where it ends as far as compliments are concerned for me.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think the proportion of... until she said elephant, I wouldn't have known.
Never. No.
So...
Yeah. I agree with you. I think the makeup, the hair, and the crown, I love. I think I like this hair more than you because I really love this hair. Like this little.
Oh no, I love the hair. Yeah, the way the
little round here thing, like the.
It's almost like a loose victory curl.
It looks
like
how
they have
it looks like an infinity.
Yeah.
Right. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I love this big crown and then the Marge Simpson hair coming inside of it.
Absolutely.
This look to me is giving very Princess Peach.
If she was an elephant.
If she was an elephant, question mark? Right? Because I don't see the elephant. Okay, what I'm gonna say about the actual garment. I do like the idea of those huge sleeves. I like the ruching, like the different shades of pink to kind of give it a more dimension, to give more dimension. I like that. I just, like you said, Logan, I don't like the proportions. It's everything is in it, it's top heavy. Everything is in the top, and it's just legs. Not that the legs don't look good, because her legs look great.
Hey, and she's got almost a bare leg. I think she literally just had a fishnet, and that's that's so auntie to me. This new, not even the new, but getting to really experience, I feel like Eureka for the first time has been a really nice.
Usually body down. Well,
she's usually very. I'm gonna say the word abrasive because I'm not afraid to say the word abrasive when it comes to Eureka. She's very abrasive as a character on Drag Race specifically, and in real life. And I think there's something to be said about this softer Eureka that we're seeing and getting to see. I'm gonna say the real Eureka. I think we're seeing a little bit of that, and I love that is not just who she is as a woman, but who she is as a drag artist as well. So I am happy to see that. I just don't think the proportions of the garment work for me.
Yeah, and that bra, girl. The nude bra showing.
Oh, fucking my mother has had that bra for 25 years, girl. Like, give it up.
My grandma, girl, no. But yeah, it's not a horrible look. It's just like the proportions is just not it. And yeah, I'm gonna say I am happy for Eureka on her trans journey. I'm 100% like so happy for her for that. But that two things can be true at once. I'm happy for her for that. I think she's a very talented person. Doesn't mean that I like her, which honestly is irrelevant.
Or this look,
right? Yeah. Or this look.
Yeah. Scores. I have mine if you want.
Yeah.
I gave her a 64 because there's a lot that I do like about it, but the garment itself is not garmenting for me.
Yeah, I'm going to give her a 69 because what I like, I really like. So,
yeah. Nice.
And she looks good. So,
yes. Yeah. Next up on the runway, La Kahena.
Okay, so the concept, I love. Like all of the ideas for this look, I love. Where she lost me a little bit is on the execution, right? So my favorite thing is this scorpion here. Like this looks so beautiful, and the fact that this is like she could have done the scorpion as in a different place, but the place that she chose to put it and like use it kind of like as the like a strap, right? Like the strap kind of the dress is beautiful. I like that she coordinated the lip with the color of the scorpion. That looks really good. And then with her makeup, the eye makeup as well. I like the accessories, like the earrings and the like disconnected sleeve, the sheer sleeve. I like that. And I kind of like the bottom is a little bit simple, but I kind of like, I like the flowiness of it. Like when she walks and it looks like really beautiful flowing. But the corset part, like the body here is very ill-fitting. So that is the one thing that is like throwing me off, because other than the middle part, this is pretty good. Right. And I like the turban. It's just, I kind of feel like because it's black, I kind of wish it was like bigger to kind of balance off the proportions, because she does have like a little bit larger shoulders. So I wish it was like the proportion on the head was a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Yeah, what bothered me because I actually really like the turban here, and I think it works with the overall ensemble.
Yeah.
What I had a problem with was this little bit of this, like, the wig cap, I think.
The yellow thing? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is. I wanted it covered a little bit. Unless it's intentional. If it's supposed to be intentional, let us know in the comments if you have any tea on that. Like, I don't know it. If it is intentional, cool. If it's not intentional, I wish it didn't happen. I actually really like this look because it does give very North African. It gives very, woman of the desert, which is her aesthetic. And I just wish we would be able to see more of her, because she's got this subtle, quiet star power to her that I just am really obsessed with.
Yeah, I like her energy.
Her energy is so good, and she's just such a sweetheart too. Now, here's what I'll say as well. I agree with you about the scorpion. I wish the scorpion was twice the size and had like a full kind of effect. We had the claws of the scorpion coming down and like caressing the breasts or something, and then having the full tail wrap around and like have it be more of like a. Because
like if the tail came out the other side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of like, you know what she could have done? She could have done like the tail, and then like it like the like a bite, like a tail, like, not a bite, but like a sting, right? Like if she was stung by the Scorpio, like right.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Right.
Or just have the stinger out. like it's ready to attack someone who like comes for her. Yeah. I just think in this, it doesn't look intentional with the garment. It looks like an added piece. I want it to be part of the ensemble. You know what I mean? But I think the top is really great. I love that at the bottom we're switching to this mesh fabric. I think I like that textural contrast as well, especially with the hard material, whatever the scorpion is made out of, which the scorpion is gorgeous. I just want it to be double the size. Same everything, just double the size. And I love that we get the little peekaboo of the booty in the back. We got a lot of legs showing through the mesh, but then there's still, a little bit to cover the pieces that need to be covered, and then it's solid in the black. Like the way that the mesh and the opaque fabric come together is really cool for me. So it's not my favorite ensemble, but it is still an ensemble I really enjoy from Kahena. So, scores.
I give it a sensible 74.
I actually gave her an 81.
Yeah, I like her entrance look more. So
yeah. Kennedy Davenport. Yes.
That is everything.
Everything. That is how I'm gonna introduce her every episode, by the way.
This is one of my favorite color combinations. I love pink and green. Love pink.
Love green and pink. Love.
Yeah, this just looks expensive. And again, like I said with Alexis' entrance, this nude illusion is working for me. See, I'm not a hater of nude illusion always, but it needs to be done correctly. Otherwise, I'm not going to like it, period. And this is done correctly. Like, I cannot clock at all. Maso cannot clock. I can't clock. And this, she looks like she's inside of a fan, kind of, right? Like this, the feathers like around her, she looks like she's like in the middle of a fan. And the little bag, I think she was the only one that was like carrying a bag, right? A woman can never be too sure at night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the little fascinator that she has to like kind of like bring it even like more up and updo, if you will.
Updo, if you will, yes.
Right. The matching earring, like it's so good. I like the placement of the slit on the leg as well.
Yeah.
Like the height, everything is just like really well done. I love this look from him. Like I mentioned on our recap, the one thing that I'm not really a fan of, but it's not just even on this look, just overall, is Kennedy's eye makeup. It's not bad by any means, but it's just not my favorite. But yeah,
I think what we're experiencing with that specifically is they had very minimal time to switch makeup between the performance and the look, and I actually think in trying to change the makeup, if she did, it actually muddied the eye a little bit. So I don't know exactly what she did, but it's not nearly as crisp as I would have liked it to be. But I still I love this look so much. One of my favorites of the night, hands down for sure. And I said in the recap, this gives me very old school pageant drag done with a few little new school things, which is kind of what you're seeing now from Kennedy a little bit more.
Yeah.
I still can't even believe we have Kennedy Davenport back on our TV to like critique Kennedy Davenport. Like,
I'm so excited.
And she's on another drag show later this year too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Queens of Drag or something like that. Okay. I don't know exactly what it is, but it feels very like Queen of the Universe kind of coded, but she's on there. Naisha Lopez is on there. A bunch of Miss Continental and like it's almost exclusively pageant girls. So I'm excited to see what the energy of that is. I know nothing about it. I think it's like Queens of Drag or something.
Is it going to be like a reality competition as well?
I believe so, is what it sounds like. So we'll be covering it probably because I think it's going to be really fun. But yeah, she gives, and what brings it into the kind of like a little bit of the modernity for me is exactly what you were talking about, the placement of the slit. Because it's a little bit more forward. You're getting a little bit more leg exposed than I think you may have, in the past.
In the past, she would not have the slit at all. It would just be like a gown.
Right. Or if there was a slit, it would be at the side. So you're getting a little bit of side leg, but you're not getting,
side for like to the knee.
Exactly. Yes. This one I really like. I love this big pink plumage going around the garment as well. This stoning on this had to have taken days. And I just...
About this thing, the feather, I think why I like it so much is because it's not just like behind her, it's around her.
It's framing her face as if it was like, this feels more like performance art to me in a garment.
Very burlesque.
Like,
right? Like
very,
hiding with the feathers and then like
a little bit, yeah. I just love Kennedy. I'm so happy we get Kennedy Davenport on our TVs again.
What a blessing. I mean,
what a blessing in this year of 2024 to see Kennedy Davenport back on our TV.
We needed it.
Thank you, Crave. Appreciate you, Crave. Scores for Kennedy Davenport. Yeah.
I think Kennedy is beautiful. And I give it a 95.
Beautiful. And that's the first time I made the reference where it actually is talking about Kennedy. I gave her a 98. Lemon.
Looking zesty, honey. I love this.
Very zesty.
Okay, I'm going to start by saying I do prefer her entrance look over this one. But I like this for different reasons, right? This is kind of giving me an elevated version of her when she did the pageant runway that she did, like the little girl pageant on season 1 of Canada. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
It's kind of giving me like the elevated version of that, as if like that little girl grew up and now she's like a teen, like 18, 17 doing pageants, like a young girl doing pageants. It's giving that.
Definitely.
Here, I like the accessory. The accessory is way better. I think.
This necklace is gorgeous. It's the necklace with then the yellow framed crystal earring coming down. Like that for me brings the modernity that I was talking about as well with Kennedy's. Is like, this is such a classic silhouette because it is giving a little bit of like Dior new school wedding kind of with that, like the big flouncy skirt with the kind of like structured top, but doing it in this kind of way where you've got the folds, so there's a lot of movement in the garment. It's
not just like a solid yellow fabric, like it's not like stripes like in your face, but it's like the subtle stripes elevate it for me, because the difference is like, it's not even different colors, it's just like one stripe is more sheer than another, and that's just I love that detail so much.
I agree.
The movement of the skirt, like the style of the skirt is so good. Like I mentioned in the recap, I was thrown off a little bit when I saw this first, because of the stage light, it looks like the top part is a different shade of yellow than the skirt, which we saw later that it's actually not. So, yeah. I love the stone gloves. Girl. The stone girl. Oh my God.
Yes, God.
I just think the glasses were unnecessary. Not bad by any means, but just like it didn't add anything to it, you know? For me.
I mean, Lemon knows what's going to look good on her body. Obviously, it's, signature yellow. That is what she does. I love that it's a white hair with this updo. I think that just adds, it's giving very lemon meringue pie for me.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. That's the energy I'm getting from this. It's just so good. I love
this is like the frosting, right?
Yeah. Or like a lemon bar with a little bit of like whipped cream on the top. Like it's just, it's very, very zesty. The way I literally increased my score because I forgot how good the garment looked while moving, and the way that all of these folds are kind of just like going around and like the shape, like the shape kind of thing. The way it walked was just so good. So
yeah.
Scores for Lemon.
Just because I like the entrance more, I give this a 98.
I actually gave her a lower score for this runway too than I gave her entrance, but it's a 96. Oh, I'm so sorry. 96. And
Shiz.
last up, Shez. Good old Shez, baby.
The best she's looked on Drag Race by far. Period. When she turned around, I was so happy because I like Cheryl. I was not, when we did the cast assessment, I was not that excited to see her a third time, just because I think she's very much like Kahena said. I think she's a great drag queen. I just don't think she's the best at Drag Race. I think she's an amazing reality TV personality, but I don't think like for the Drag Race challenges, it's not her gig. I think, in my opinion, but I'm excited to see her back because she's already giving like great confessionals, and now we can see that she did elevate her style. So like, I'm excited to see what else she's gonna bring because this is really good. I wish it was like, especially here on this lit, I wish it was finished a little bit better, just like the tiniest bit, to be honest. But it's not like that distracting. It's just like I notice it. So, but other than that, the only other thing that kind of bothers me is what Brooke said, that the feathers here on her neck are a little bit too high, where we lose her neck and chest. So because she's like a shorter queen, it kind of makes her look a little bit shorter. So I just wish the feathers started a little bit like more like down. But
yes,
yeah. And I do wish the because she has like a half up, half down hair. I wish that the part that was the half updo was a little bit fuller. Just the tiniest bit bigger, like fuller.
I'm so proud of this bitch. And those of y'all that have been on the pod for a while and have been watching us for a while know that I ride so hard for Shez. I love Shez so much. Spoiler, we didn't get to interview her at DragCon, unfortunately, because she went home sick day 2. And I felt really, really bad about it because she was someone that I really, really would have loved to talk to. I did get to talk to her a little bit and just express how much I love her and appreciate everything she does. She was my favorite person I met at DragCon last year. And I just, and like you said, she has not always been the best at Drag Race. I think we're about to see a different Cheryl. I really think we are about to see the fullest form of Cheryl.
I'm excited.
Because this season, she was asked to be on the first time. On UK versus the World. UK versus the World, she was a last-minute alternate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm glad she got the bump from that. Yeah. This is where we're going to see Cheryl at her prime. Every single thing about this look. I'm also keeping in mind the look when she scooched it down on the runway. That's what I'm envisioning, and that's going to be reflected in my score, because I did absolutely agree with Brooke. I just needed a little bit of the exposed shoulder to just full, and a little bit of the neck just to give me the full fantasy. She looks so stupid good. I just love Cheryl so much. And
brave to wear white as well. Like, girl,
For an Essex girl, she said it. I was like,
The
I'm
nerd.
thinking the same thing, Diva. But yes, scores for Cheryl.
94.
I'm gonna give her the full because it was my favorite look of the night. It is the look that when she turned the corner, I gasped. Like, am I biased? Yeah, I am.
And
But
that's
I love Cheryl. I fucking love Cheryl so much. And I'm so happy for her. So, that is that on all of our thoughts on the entrance looks as well as the first runway for Canada's Drag Race Crave Original Canada vs. the World Season 2. Thank you for joining us for this episode. Let us know your favorite and least favorite looks down in the comments below. Make sure to tune in to all future episodes
Look
of
over here.
which we will be doing all season for Canada vs. the World, as well as for all of our current Drag Race franchises that we are covering. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell on your way out. Check out the description below for our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and where you can find us on Patreon, where we will be doing, back next week, we will be doing early access for Look Over Here for Patreon. This week, as y'all know, we've talked about it, this week has just been weird with DragCon. So we'll be back to normal form next week. And episodes for this should be out a little bit earlier as well. So, do all the things, hit all the links in the description below where you can find us on social media, where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cut mugs, signatures not included. I do kind of like that now as an addition to the tag. But with that being said, we're going to get out of here. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Au revoir.
Bonjour.
And I can say that because Canada and also France.
Duh.
Bye.